Welcome to Motivation Concepts. Socrates of Athens is among the most famous figures in world history for his contributions to the development of ancient Greek philosophy, which provided the foundation for all of Western philosophy. He is best known for his association with the Socratic method of question and answer, his claim that he was ignorant or aware of his own absence of knowledge, and his claim that the unexamined life is not worth living for human beings. He is, in fact, known as the father of Western philosophy for this reason. Here are brilliant quotes by Socrates.
Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. It is not living that matters, but living rightly. Let him that would move the world first move himself. An honest man is always a child. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Be as you wish to seem. As to marriage or celibacy, let a man take which course he will be sure to repent. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. I know nothing except the fact of my ignorance. Know thyself. To find yourself, think for yourself. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when thou art in, continue firm and constant. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. The poets are only the interpreters of the gods. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. When the debate is lost, slander becomes the tool of the loser. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. I was really too honest a man to be a politician and live. Beauty is a short-lived tyranny. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Every action has its pleasures and its price. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty. The unexamined life is not worth living. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. The end of life is to be like God, and the soul following God will be like him. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. I know that I am intelligent, because I know that I know nothing. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get exactly what you want, you still suffer because you can't hold on to it forever. Your mind is your predicament. It wants to be free of change, free of pain, free of the obligations of life and death. But change is law, and no amount of pretending will alter that reality. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall gain easily what others have labored hard for. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he employs it. Beauty is the bait which with delight allures man to enlarge his kind. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. I decided that it was not wisdom that enabled poets to write their poetry, but a kind of instinct or inspiration, such as you find in seers and prophets who deliver all their sublime messages without knowing in the least what they mean. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. He is a man of courage who does not run away, but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. Where there is reverence there is fear, but there is not reverence everywhere that there is fear, because fear presumably has a wider extension than reverence. prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. The hour of departure has arrived, and we go our separate ways, I to die, and you to live. Which of these two is better only God knows. Wisdom begins in wonder. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. Not life, but good life, is to be chiefly valued. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. I only wish that ordinary people had an unlimited capacity for doing harm, then they might have an unlimited power for doing good. If all misfortunes were laid in one common heap whence everyone must take an equal portion, most people would be contented to take their own and depart. The children now love luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority, they show disrespect for elders and love chatter in place of exercise. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. One who is injured ought not to return the injury, for on no account can it be right to do an injustice, and it is not right to return an injury, or to do evil to any man, however much we have suffered from him. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. To fear death, gentlemen, is no other than to think oneself wise when one is not, to think one knows what one does not know. No one knows whether death may not be the greatest of all blessings for a man, yet men fear it as if they knew that it is the greatest of evils. A system of morality which is based on relative emotional values is a mere illusion, a thoroughly vulgar conception which has nothing sound in it and nothing true. From the deepest desires often comes the deadliest hate. Ordinary people seem not to realize that those who really apply themselves in the right way to philosophy are directly and of their own accord preparing themselves for dying and death.
Thank you for tuning into Motivational Concepts. For more inspirational and motivation clips, smash the subscription button and hit the notification bell to stay posted whenever we release a new video. Stay safe. Cheers.